Hi guys, it's 5 o'clock. Welcome to happy hour in my kitchen. I am doing, let's see, where? I'm doing the Negroni today. I'm going to do a white one and I'm going to do a classic one. In any normal year, this would be Negroni week, which means in bars across the U.S., if you go and you order a Negroni, the proceeds are donated to a charity of that restaurant or bar's choosing. This year, however, being what it was and continues to be, I figured that I would not let the week go by without acknowledging the Negroni. It's one of my favorite cocktails. It is my favorite cocktail. The Negroni is meant to be drank before dinner. It's a digestif, an aperitif. Digestif is after dinner. It's meant to be drank as an aperitif before dinner because it's got a high herbal content and therefore it's supposed to help you with your digestion. So it's a really simple cocktail to put together. It requires equal parts of Campari. Campari is a fairly bitter liqueur. It comes from Italy. It's made up of herbs and spices. So the flavor profile of the Negroni is bitter, but it's also spicy and a little bit sweet. Hey, Katie. How you doing? CJ? Hi, CJ. And Laura. Hello, Laura. Colleen. Hey, Colleen. Good to see you guys. So we're just starting in on Negronis. Campari, I will say you either really like it or you really don't like it. It is bitter, but when it's mixed with gin and sweet vermouth, it is actually an amazing flavor combination. And the Negroni actually has a really cool story to it. It was created in Florence, Italy in 1919, 1920s, and as the actual story goes, it was created in a bar in Florence, Italy, by a bartender for a Count Camillo Negroni. And he walked in and he wanted an Americano. Hey, Elena, thanks. Same to you. Elaine, hi, how you doing? Hey, Michelle. Yeah, so Count Negroni walks into a bar and he orders, the usual drink back in that time was the Americano, and that was basically club soda, sweet vermouth, and Campari. So, and Americano is a great cocktail, but he wanted something stronger, so the bartender put gin in, and the Negroni was born, and it's a hugely popular drink. So, thanks to Count Negroni, we have the Negroni. It is a beautiful cocktail, all right, and it uses 1 part of Campari, 1 part of sweet vermouth, and 1 part gin. Oddly enough, the white Negroni doesn't have either of these 2 things in it. All right, got my Bombay Sapphire. Count Negroni is a really interesting guy. I looked him up. He spent a lot of time traveling around in the turn of the century in the United States and in England, which is, I guess, where he got his love of gin. And he apparently spent a lot of time in the U.S. as a cowboy. So, who knew? I like to put a little bit of lemon. Hey, Hello, Elizabeth Clark. I always put a little bit of lemon in my Negroni because I'm more bitter than sweet. I'm sure people would tell you that's true. All right. Negroni is also, some people are diehard stirrers and not shakers of Negronis. There's a bartender named Gaz Regan who's a very famous, in the bartending world, he's very famous. And people, and as gross as this sounds now, people actually, when he is there making Negronis, you'll never find, probably his days of doing this are over, but he would stir the Negroni with his finger. And people went nuts for it. And this is recent, like within the past 10 years. I don't like to stir my Negroni, I like to shake it. Because I like super cold. Okay. So that's it. One part, and one part. You will notice it's got a fantastic ruby color to it, which is all the Campari. All right, and then you're going to take a little bit of orange. I've got a really pretty blood orange here. And cut a decent peel from it. All right. And kind of just twist it a little bit to get the essential oils out. And drop it into your Negroni. And that, my friends, is the classic Italian Negroni, which obviously, since it's meant to be drank before dinner and it's 5:06, it's perfect. It's delicious. It's worth the try if you like Campari or if you like bitter cocktails that aren't sweet. It's definitely worth the try. It's a fantastic cocktail. All right, so the next one is going to be the white Negroni. And the white Negroni, I just got to dump this and rinse it out because I don't want any of the red to show up in my next drink. Okay, so the white Negroni is comprised of gin. I will tell you though, there are a couple variations that you can try. If you're not a gin fanatic, you can use vodka. If you have yourself Aperol from the Aperol spritzes, you can use the Aperol instead of Campari, and that makes it a little sweeter as well. So for the white one, we're going to use gin. Again, the white Negroni is the same as far as parts. 1 part gin. Okay, 1 part bitters. Lots of people make bitters. Last time we were in Colorado, we went to, this is a common one. Luxardo makes a bitters. We were in Colorado when we went to Breckenridge Distillery, and they sell something called Breckenridge bitters, which is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I used mine all up, so until I get back there, I'm out of luck. So I'm going to use 1 jigger of bitters. Okay, and last but not least, Kochi Americano, which is, Kochi is similar to a vermouth, a sweet vermouth. It's made up of various herbs and flowers. Okay, 1 jigger of Kochi Americano. Okay, this is actually, the white Negroni has many different variations as well. This one I got off a friend who's a bartender, and I love it. I love it the best. And you're gonna shake it up. Where's my lid? There are actually restaurants all over that have Negroni menus, the cocktail bars, because there are so many variations for Negronis. There's a place in Burlington, Vermont called Pizza Veritas, which is awesome, and they have a fabulous bar with a Negroni menu. The white Negroni is wonderful for summer. Not a whole impressive thing to look at because it's clear, so you're going to have to visualize how it's going to taste. That kind of, this is a little probably a little sweeter than the classic Negroni. I mutilated my orange, so I'm putting 2 little things in because you just want the essence of it. But this is the white Negroni. So you have your classic and you've got your white. Either one works great before dinner. So let's see. I can't think of any other thing to tell you about the Negroni. I hope you get a chance to try it. Before I go, I want to show you this. We were doing simple syrups the last time I did this. This is a new one. I was on a walk and I came across beach roses. So I picked a bunch of the petals and I have them marinating in my rich simple syrup. And this makes a fantastic cocktail syrup, rose simple syrup. And it should be good to use probably, well, it's good now. It smells really good. But I'm going to let it go for another week in the fridge before I use it. And I do have a cocktail to use for it, so if anybody wants to find some rose petals and throw them in, that'll be excellent. We'll do that in another week or so. So now I've got to find somebody to take one of these off my hands because the hand does not like Negronis, so his loss. But cheers, or saluti, as we say in Italian, for the Negroni. Enjoy it, whatever you're drinking tonight, and whoever you're drinking it with, enjoy it and each other's company, and here's to having a peaceful week this week. Take care, guys. Good to see you all.